Hey, I'm Ernie Haas, and for the last few months we have been gathering together in the most unusual way, working to bring hope and faith from our living room to your living room. And it doesn't look like we're going to be touring anytime soon. So sit back and relax, and I hope you enjoy our very first episode of the Friday Night Sing. Let's get started. For you. Hey everybody! You know yesterday's gone and it won't be back. So the ways you failed and the things you like are just memories that'll fade to black and find a brand new dream. In the middle of the night you were fast asleep. There was mercy at work, working hard to keep your life on track and your mind at peace. And now it's up to you. Come on and wake up.
Wake
Just
up.
shake your faith up.
Wake up.
Wake up and feel all the love of God shining on you. Come on and wake up.
Wake
It's
up.
time to wake up.
Wake up.
Make up your mind that it's time you believe that it's true. Wake up, a whole new day is dawning for you.
La da 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 da.
There are people who live in a what it pays. They just breathe their life as time slips away. Maybe we've all had our sleepwalking days, but life is more than that. Can we rise up and shine with the sun on our face? Be the ones who believe that more love and grace can make this world a much better place. But now it's up to us.
It's
It's up to us. Come on and wake up. Just shake your faith up. Wake up and feel the love of God shining on you.
shining on you.
Come on and wake up. It's time to wake up. Make up your mind that it's time to believe that it's true. Wake up, a whole new day is dawning for you. Wake up and feel the joy. Break through the night. Wake up and step into the light.
Come on and wake up. Just shake your faith up. Wake up and feel all the love of God shining on you.
Come on and wake up. It's time to make up. Make up your mind that it's time to believe that it's true. Wake up, a whole new day is dawning for you.
La da 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 da. La da 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 da
Wake up and
da.
feel all the love of God shining on you.
Shining on you. La da 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 da. La da 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 da
Make up your
da.
mind that it's time to believe that it's true. Wake up, a whole new day is dawning for you. Great job, guys.
Cool song.
Ah,
That's
wake
right.
up. A whole new day is dawning
That's it, man.
for you
Great
and me
song.
and us.
Great
Yes. We wanted to start this program off with a brand new song, and that's a song I wrote with my friend Wayne Hahn and Joel Lindsay. And you know what? We feel as though we've been given, I do, personally, I feel like I've been given a whole new lease on life.
Absolutely.
I know
Oh, yeah.
for a fact the scripture that says the joy of the Lord is our strength.
right.
And the last
That's
time
right.
we were on video, I was heavy-hearted. And I worried some of you guys that was texting me and emailing me saying, Ernie, we've never seen you like that. Well, I haven't been that way in a long, long time.
Yeah.
But through much prayer and through contemplation, reading the Word, talking to friends, I just have peace. When we made the decision, guys,
That's right.
and we made it together. You
Yes.
guys you've been behind me every step of the way.
Absolutely. That's
We
right.
made the decision that we were going to suspend our tour for the 2020 season and come back in March of 21.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I went to bed that night for the first time in months, I slept like a baby. And I got up the next
Yeah.
morning and I started having these ideas for what we're about to do together. And matter of fact, that night I couldn't sleep because I was getting up and on my computer typing down ideas. And finally, I kept saying, Lord, you're going to have to let me go to sleep. So I'm just so excited, and it's just good to have another vision for what could
man.
be. I told Lisa many, many times, and I've told the guys who are sitting around the bus, I'm 55 now, and I'm glad I didn't start Signature Sound at 55. I was 35 when I started. I had energy then. I'm glad I don't have to start over at 55. Well, here I am. And here we are. And you know
That's
what?
right.
God has given, this is not me getting my mojo. This is God giving me His strength. So I'm so excited. Yesterday's gone. It won't be back. And we are moving on with grace and with great hope of what the Lord has in store. So thank you for tuning in. And you may be wondering, why our first episode on September 11th? Let me tell you why. Because I think it's very fitting, because we want to remember the sacrifices that happened that day.
Absolutely.
But we want to use that as a metaphor for life. Hey, that day in the Twin Towers in New York, Shanksville, Pennsylvania, and the Pentagon, the first responders ran into those towers, ran into those situations without asking, who's in there?
Come on.
How do they vote? What are they wearing? What is their religious belief?
That's right.
They answered the call to duty. And in the last video that we were on, I did make a statement. I said that leaders don't lead. And I was checked even when I said that in my heart. It was as if the Lord was saying, well, Ernie, you lead. You got somewhat of a platform. You lead. And so I'm leading with September 11th. I'm paying respects by remembering those people by what they did, the sacrifice. And if we are ever going to have a healing as a nation, we have to live in the conscience of our brother, and we have to live in a spirit of unity that only our Creator can give us together. So we put together this medley to honor America and to remember those who sacrificed on this day on September the 11th. Here is our version of America Medley.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains' majesty.
You know what? Here's what I believe. I believe in my heart, and I could hear it like you guys were singing with us. But here's what I want to do. And Tyler, keep playing right there. We do not need another blessing. Irving Berlin wrote that song, and everybody that sings it usually stands and they sing it from their heart. It's become like an anthem, really. It really has been. But we don't need another blessing. We need a healing. Our country has never been more divided. I hear of 1968 and the things that happened back then. But this is our 1968. I don't think the answer lies within somebody demoralizing and beating down somebody else. The answer lies right here. We need a revival in our heart. We need a transformation in our heart. And when we seek the Creator, we can find common ground. It's not going to happen any other way. We're going to keep fighting over who's right and who's wrong. Only God can give us His love that will transcend all cultures, all religions, all things that divide men. We need the love of God. And God made His love manifest to us through His Son, Jesus Christ. That's why we sing, folks. That's why we sing. So Tyler, I want you to play us in, and I want everybody at home to change one word. I want you to sing, God, heal America. Can we do that? Let's do that together. Tyler, play us in.
God, heal America.
That's it.
Land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above.
Make it your prayer.
From the mountains to the prairies to the ocean, white with foam. God heal America, my home, sweet home.
God heal.
God heal America, my home, sweet home.
Amen.
That's right.
When we're touring on the road, typically right before intermission, Devin will come forward and he'll tell everybody about all of the fun stuff that we carry with us on our merchandise table. So I asked Devin on our first episode if he had any new ideas. And Devin, it looks like you got a new idea. Show us the new shirt.
Yeah, thanks, Ernie. This is our new t-shirt idea. It's God Heal America. And man, it's a super comfortable t-shirt, and what a great piece of witness wear. You can find that on the website, erniehaas.com.
Hey, before you tell them about everything else that's on the website, let me ask you, I haven't seen you in person since March 15th, and I don't believe you have shaved one bit, have you?
I have not, my friend. I've just let it go.
So let me ask you, are you going to keep it?
I think I will. My wife seems to really like it.
That's right. That's right. If Karen likes it, you better keep it. So, hey, take a second and tell everybody about our new website and the new design and all the good things they might find there. Thanks, Devin.
Yeah, man.
After the show, head on over to erniehaas.com by typing erniehaas.com into your web browser. There you will find our brand new website. You can also follow all the happenings of EHSS by finding your favorite social media platform in the upper right-hand corner. And while you're there, be sure to sign up for Ernie's free monthly newsletter. Ernie sends out a personal email once a month with inspirational writings and EHSS happenings. If you'd like to schedule Ernie Haas and Signature Sound for a 2021-2022 event or concert, you can do so also by clicking there. If you'd like to know more about each member of the group, click on their bio page. And if you want to know more about all the music we've made in the past 15 years, click on the music page. If you'd like to purchase a CD, DVD, LP, and all the fun merchandise we have, you can do so by clicking on the store tab. And finally, we would like to encourage you to click on the Partner tab. If you'd like to see the Friday Night Sing continue, you can help us with that by partnering with us. You can do so weekly, monthly, or with a one-time pledge, or however you feel led. Thank you all so much. And now back to Ernie.
Thanks, Devin. And I hope you spend a little time there on our website. We redesigned it just for you. It's very friendly for both tablets and laptops, and especially the cell phone. So spend some time there. And hey, on a personal note, thank you for supporting everything we do here with the Friday Night Sing. Many of you have already partnered with us. And so this is a way for us to support these families that you see in Signature Sound. So it's never expected, but it's always appreciated. So on behalf of myself and Lisa and all of Signature Sound, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
One of the things that I want to do on these Friday Night Sings is check in on people and see how they're doing, some old friends, and also introduce you to some new friends. And this man may be new to you, but he has become not only a dear friend, but a mentor to me. And he has supported everything that we've done in the last 5 to 7 years. I want you to welcome to the Friday Night Sing my friend and mentor, Dr. Dave Zanotti.
Hi, Ernie. I love being in the living room with you. This is great.
Isn't this fun and relaxing? It's good to see you in this setting. And I noticed on the wall behind you, it looks like an old hymnal. What is that?
That's Blessed Assurance from Fanny Crosby. And it reminds me of how you and I met on the Fanny Crosby Project in Nashville when we were doing that wonderful event releasing the new album of Undiscovered and now really new reconfiguration of the lost works of Fanny Crosby. And Signature Sound was a big part of that night. And that's where you and I met. And boy, it's been a wonderful ride ever since.
What we connected that night for some reason, didn't we?
Well, part of the reason we connected was because when I watched the reaction of people when you guys showed up at rehearsal, and all these talents that had been gathered from Nashville, when you guys walked in the room, how they all quickly came over to talk with you and how embracing you and the team were and the guys were. And then I think the thing that really got me the most was when it was time for the show to start, and you guys had just worked this one event in and this one song in this performance in for us, but how when the show started, you were sitting up in the balcony with the choir and you were watching the entire show. Now, most big stars in Nashville don't hang around to catch the whole of the event, and your engagement so inspired me. And then you had me when you were willing to ad-lib that one special chorus near the cross. I've never recovered from that. I play that constantly. You stole the show with the sincerity and the beauty of it all, and I never recovered. I'd been a fan before, but when I really got a chance to work with you, I knew I wanted to be all in with Ernie Haas and Signature Sound.
Well, the people should know you have been, and you've supported us and sponsored us and our endeavors with the Fanny Crosby Hymns Project and the Inspiration of Broadway Project. Matter of fact, you guys, Dave's radio program is on over 200 radio stations nationwide. It's the Public Square, and it's the American Policy Roundtable, and it's a nonpartisan. You know, you would probably do a better job than I expressing.
I love listening to you describe it. It's a nonpartisan public policy group. We're a media and public policy education and research group, strictly nonpartisan, and we teach America every day. That's what we do. Our job is to retell the American story of liberty and where it actually came from to start. And so we do that a lot with great music. And that's one of the reasons why we are so endeared to you and to Signature Sound, to what you've done, because from the very first, and we knew you guys from a distance, right from the beginning, we watch how well you tell stories with such sincerity and such faith and such inspiration. And if there was ever a time that we need the truth of where America came from, the principles and ideals that go way beyond the politics of this country, back to the first truths, the self-evident truths, to the Creator and to the liberty that He has given to each one of us. If we ever needed songs about liberty, we need them today.
Wow. Well, that is why I wanted you on our first program, because it is September the 11th. A daunting task to kick off a whole new endeavor and a new vision, especially on this memorable date, but I think it's very fitting because of what you said. And whenever we get past the fount of all blessings, which is Jesus Christ, and we try to seek blessings and not the fount of all blessings, that's when we start to self-implode. And as a country, I sense that maybe we've done that.
We've tried to live alone for a long time. Everyone talks about the word autonomy today. It's kind of been an uncovered word. But we've been teaching kids for generations that the goal of real scholarship in the modern world is to be autonomous, independent of any source other than yourself, and that within yourself, when you have self-actualization, you figure out who you are and all of that stuff, then you'll be competent to be a citizen in civil society. And if we all just had that autonomous identity, we'd all be in a blessed place. Well, there's a little bit of truth in that, but there's a lot that's missing. Because to think that we're alone in the universe and that within ourselves we have enough reason to be able to govern ourselves, that all works well until the storm hits and the pressure rises. And then we've got tough choices to make. Because the world isn't all just wonderful jelly beans and goodness and light. There are bad things that happen, and there are people who make bad choices. We need more than just our own reason. We need to look upward for the inspiration of the Creator. That's how our country started. And that's how we created the greatest system of liberty as well as structure, and protected our rights as well. So, Abraham Lincoln said it this way, that a house divided against itself cannot stand. Well, he was quoting Jesus Christ. That's why when we talk about the Pledge of Allegiance, we're talking about one nation under God with liberty and justice for all. And that's the idea. Red Skelton used to do a great story about the Declaration of Independence and what each of those words meant. And it was a treasure in our country. It's been repeated so many times, but he focused on that concept: liberty and justice for all.
It's one of the greatest ideas ever put to paper, right?
Yep, and now the challenge is to live it, and that's the challenge for every generation. And it's why I appreciate your music, because your music inspires me and the thousands of folks who listen to it on the Public Square Radio Network. It inspires them to look up for help.
Well, I'm going to put at the bottom of the description of this video how they can link into the Public Square and listen to and subscribe to your email and to listen to your podcast and even go back in your archives and listen to the radio programs that we've done together. You just did an hour program on the Something Beautiful Project, and I want to thank you for that.
This one? One of my favorites. And I've got it in vinyl. In fact, I have a couple of copies. Some of them, like this one, still unopened. I'm waiting for the signature, Ernie.
You've been so supportive, and folks, you should know I try to send him those gifts, and he won't. He'll go on the website and he'll purchase it. So, Dave, thank you for your friendship, and I want to,
I got to support the cause.
Well, you have many ways, and I also want to say too, not that I'm old, but at this age in this stage of the life of the game of life, a lot of my mentors have went to their reward, and so God has sent you in my life, and whether you want it or not, you've become a mentor. So I want to thank you, and the people should know that this Friday Night Sing has been born in my heart, but yet Dave Zanotti has spoke to my heart and strengthened me with his words of encouragement. And I don't know that this program would ever have been launched without his help and giving me copy and giving me ideas. So, buddy, I just wanted you to be on the first episode. And I just wanted to give you my love and respect and say thank you and ask you that maybe you would check in from time to time, maybe.
Well, Ernie, it's an honor to be on your first program. It's an honor to be called your friend and a partner in ministry. And I hope everyone that's watching today will support what you're doing, because what you're doing is important for our nation. Music has always been the heartbeat of congregational life and of faith in Christ. And it's also been a vital part of our nation. So you're doing a great service, and I want to honor that service. And it's just great to be your friend.
Well, thank you. And would you do me the pleasure and the guys the pleasure of introducing our next song?
It's my honor to introduce this song, written by Gloria Gaither, performed by Ernie Haas's Signature Sound. I pledge my allegiance to the Grand Old Flag.
to the grand old flag and the promise of hope from sea to sea. Under God, one nation, undivided, we will stand. Lift the banner of liberty. It is the final kickoff for the NFL, and the stadium is packed with screaming fans, and all the banners they are flying, and the color cards advance, and like a wave, silence moves through the stands. I pledge my allegiance to the grand old flag and the promise of hope from sea to sea. Under God, one nation, undivided, we will stand. Lift the banner of liberty. Take us home, man. Come on. Where a child is hungry, and where men have no homes, where the powerless are yearning to breathe free. Oh, may we fight for justice until there's justice for all, and become what God meant us to be. I pledge my allegiance to the grand old flag and the promise of hope from sea to sea. Under God, one nation, undivided, we will stand. Lift the banner of liberty. Under God, one nation, undivided, we will stand. Lift the banner of liberty. Yes! Yeah.
What a great first show. Oh man, we had such a good time. I know I did. I hope you did. Thanks for tuning in to the first ever Friday Night Sing. A special thanks to my guys on my team. Wonderful job, guys. Thank you for your talents. And a big thank you to our first guest, Dave Zanotti. Remember to tune in here next Friday and tell your friends, share the link, and let's keep the music and the conversation going. And thank you for partnering with us. And remember this, liberty and freedom, it has a face, and it's Jesus Christ, our Lord. And that's why we sing. Good night. God bless.
Wake up, a whole new day is dawning for you.